All right, welcome in, everybody. Hopefully you are having a fantastic weekend. Star Trek time. I will go ahead and warn you that have had some Comcast lag this morning, so I don't know if today's stream is going to be a long one, because if it's lagging too bad, I'm not going to make y'all suffer through it. But I did want to kind of at least come in and talk about the change to the Rogue SMS. I mean, people keep asking if it's intentional. Yeah, it's intentional for Ransom to be at the top. The argument for scope of size would be that technically this is better than last week, and they're not wrong. But yeah, because I've had a lot of messages like, hey, can you get this changed? Can you work on it? I'm like, no, this is exactly what they're wanting. I'm not saying I agree with it, but I'm saying that this is something different they're trying out. And yeah, so kind of like the bearer of bad news on that one. But it's still, you know, I think that overall it's not terrible, right? There are worse problems to have. I did notice that our weekend tickets returned to being 22 hours, well, 24 hours. That's not sure why that change was made. That one I didn't actually see in the chats anywhere. But good to see everybody here on our beautiful Sunday. And hopefully Comcast will let me get this stream in. We can answer a few different questions, and then I can go back to working on my Gilded Pickle, which my Gilded Pickle should here up today. Coming up short on comments. Well, heck, Charles, you, me, and everybody else in the game. Which uncommon specifically? I'll get full officer when you give two halves. I mean, I told y'all coming in, though. Remember, they really have a high valuation of these PvP officers. They understand that they're recreating the entire meta. They're not oblivious to that fact. I mean, they're cognizant of it. So, you know, in that, with all that together and understanding, it makes sense why they do it. I don't necessarily like it or agree with it. I'm not over here arguing for it, but that is why it is the way that it is right now. What's the optimal tier for sitting with the Monaveen, if any? Honestly, TJ, we don't have a lot of information on the Monaveen. I am not saying sit it at all. I'm going to keep on grinding. The refinery doesn't look like it scales too badly where you have to sit somewhere, but we also don't have a lot. I would say that Jules has had a little bit tougher time filling out his spreadsheets this month compared to other months that we launched new ships. I just don't feel like there's as much participation for most players with the Monaveen. So, not that the Gilded Pickle is bad. I'm not trying to say the Gilded Pickle is bad. The loop is, you know, can be beneficial if you work at it tiered up, like I guess a lot of the other new loops, but it is still kind of underrepresented in a lot of the new content, at least in terms of like how many people have gone after it. It would seem. Can't say that as I don't have like actual numbers in front of me. I could be completely wrong. Just going off of, the work that we usually do, it's been pretty low. And I'll say that this month, my lowest viewed video, as in like the worst views I've gotten, was actually the Gilded Pickle video. I just don't think a lot of people have gone after the pickle. I can't verify that with Scopely numbers, but it has definitely been an issue when it came to getting information for the refinery. Doesn't seem to be a lot of people who are willing to just immediately drop in and try to max it out. So yeah, they lower the payouts for events. They did not, Charles. In fact, the economy this month took a increase. You actually see an increase in things like the battle pass, an increase in values of packs and stuff. This month actually had an increase, not a decrease. Got 49. I'll stay here until you get to 49. It's expensive to go to the 50s. I told you, Ron. Did you think I would tell you a fib? I wasn't lying to you. But yeah, it's a little bit of a sticker shock. And hey, that's going to be the 5-star economy, right? It's just like when you go to the 4-star economy, there's a little bit of sticker shock. It's the same thing on the opposite side. Also, Omicron, good to see you. Happy football Sunday to you as well. My team doesn't play again or until tomorrow night, but still, how high did I get that Stella up? That's the question. How much did I level it up while it was auto grinding? Hey, we took it all the way to level 30. Nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Good evening, Shadsy. Hope you are doing well. Welcome on in. Any word on sourcing for Neelix? Negative. No, I mean, you know the rules, Jason. You wouldn't have to ask me if I had an announcement that important. It would already be out there. It's the plan, from what they've said, was to add Neelix and 7 of 9 to the current Voyager officer sourcing. That was the discussion, but they didn't set a hardcore timetable on it. Didn't set a hardcore timetable. So we wait, we see. Well, thank you, Mestral. I mean, I just threw a King Blazer on, but I appreciate it. Who will Billups replace on the new strike team? I'm actually curious to see, will people use Billups below decks or above? So if we scroll down to our strike team, Ransom is going to be right here. He's a little bit easier to predict. Most people will get rid of Ikatika. As far as Billups, if they wanted to use him on the bridge, it's possible you see people maybe do Garrick. It would lower their crit chances, but Damar is the one that most people really like in this crit build. And you're not going to get rid of Gold Ducat because he's going to be the one that's applying hull breach in those PvP situations. So I'm actually curious how many people will want to use Billups as an officer. Not that I'm saying his ability is bad. It's going to get into comparing what's creating more damage, the isolated cascade or the critical chances early on with Garrick. Or you could just use him as a below deck on a battleship for your isolated defense. But I'm curious to see how many people will choose that. I think it's going to come down to tiers, especially, and how much damage gets created through other things like where your artifacts are, how many of them you've unlocked, all those fun things. Paulo says, I have a new secret source I'm going to tell you today. Some people believe what happened. They do. I mean, I try to get out information as soon as I get it. So I don't like to leave y'all, hanging by a thread. I don't like to dangle the carrot. As players, for any game, by the way, y'all deserve better communication than what many of you are used to. So I'll try to get it out there quickly as possible. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Tomorrow's the one that has to go. The massive damage number relies on crits, hull breach, and how that synergizes with ISO damage. But here's the thing, Zeron. Getting rid of Damar is currently one of the most important officers in the game because depending on where you have your Damar set up, your Damar makes it to where the opponent's ship creates no damage. That's a tough one to drop. It will also depend on how the new officers change things around. Because if you're going against Carol Freeman, it honestly doesn't matter if you have Damar usually. So it just kind of is going to hop back and forth, I guess. But here I'm going to do this. And this should reset my refinery. If it works the same way the others do, I'm just going to go ahead and use 300 Latinum. Sure. All right, use 300 Latinum. And this should, I say should, with, lack of, there we go. It did reset. All right. So I'm going to do my pulls again, this time for tier 2. Get more of those geodes. Hopefully. Wow, what a terrible geode pull. What an absolutely awful one. All right, so I need to go do more solo armadas today with the Pickle. And I'm still not going to pull this because tier 2 is just not great payout. It's okay, but it's not great. All right. Let me back out real quick, and I'm going to go start some research. If I see things, is Ransom the top reward for the SMS and Billups reward for the other milestones? Yes, Matt, you're not seeing anything. That's exactly how it's intended to be. So last week, you would get 50 Ransom through the heroic SMS. Lots of people griping. Lots of people saying, hey, that's not terrible. Or I'm saying that, it's terrible. We need officer. We need full shards. So what they did is milestones are the same. They're going to give you 50 Billups, but then they made it where the top is 50 Ransom, so that they're still putting a high price tag value on Billups, making them very difficult to unlock without spending lay money. Now, if you performed well in last week's episode, then you will probably get a Ransom unlock if you go ahead and complete this heroic SMS. But that's the logic. That's the build up, the lead up. There's the lowdown. There's all the words. So we definitely brought it up to them. It got brought up as soon as we saw it launch yesterday. And that is one of those working as intended things. So I can't say that like I'm supporting it or anything. I'm just passing along the words. All right, geodes. Now I got to debate how I want to do these geodes. Oh my goodness. Because the Armada Cache is great, but the pure reinforcement is great. That's lowering the cost of materials. Also, I want to do, I'd love to have more epic Armada credits earned, even if it's only 5%. Some good researches in here. Bacon, good to see you. Good to see you. Did you bring your Rialto for the races? I have not done the races, no. I have not participated in the races. Yeah. I'm only missing the last 2 milestones currently. I might be able to hit the second to last milestone. Milestones are difficult to hit. No doubt about that. Absolutely no doubt. I'm going to do this one, because that leaves me a little bit to do that one, I believe. We shall see. Yeah, there we go. I can do Pure Station. There we go. Getting my geodes in. And we'll do this one. I don't think I necessarily need it right now, but mostly what I'm doing is I am just trying to see if I can get any love in that event that's rolling around. So if you did end up getting the Pickle, there's kind of a chance you can get a free Prime. So if you did the free Pickle, you've got less than 4 days to get 150,000 points, which is spending the Regal Geodes. I am currently 62,000 away. And if you complete this, you're going to get 1,200 Dolomite particles, which is a free Prime. So, as well as some Dominion solos. So, I haven't spent anything, but Scopa did give me a Gilded Pickle. And I'll just go ahead and admit, I am trying to see if I can take advantage of that and get a free Prime. But we'll see. We'll see. Also, won't lie, I know y'all aren't all the biggest fans. I tend to like these. So, getting the dog, yeah, I want that. I want that. I won't lie. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I legitimately want the dog. So, yeah. If y'all haven't seen Lower Decks, I would encourage you to check it out. Don't forget you have some on the Battle Pass. You are right. I have been pulling my bottom rung of my Battle Pass and my top. I usually save on the bottom, but I've been pulling both because I want to get everything I can from that bottom, and I've been trying to take advantage of it. So, yeah, as you can see, I've been a little aggressive. Been a little aggressive with it. Do some of the field training, and you'll get enough geodes to complete the SMS. Done. Took it as far as I could. It wasn't enough to complete the heroic SMS, but I did do that. I did do that. So, you know, I'm stuck at these points where I'm not going to kill 3,000 hostiles in 3 days. I'm just not. It is definitely an option for some people. Rev's not going to do it. I'm not going to go out and grind 3,000 hostiles for a free Prime. But I mean, sure, I could finish it. You serious help on how to get my ships to the 1,000,000 power mark? Guru Tiger 1, what level are you? And what ships are you trying to get there? You know, some ships are just not going to reach that until a long, long time away, like Akira, right? Just depends on where you're at. You're saving the bottom for the Syndicate event. And see, a lot of people do that, Paulo. With me having the potential opportunity to get a prime here, I'm trying to pull whatever I can of the Gilded Pickle. But I mean, most people would save their battle pass for the Syndicate events that roll around every month. And honestly, that's a brilliant idea. I think more people should do that. I think it's a great way to prep for the future. So great idea. I just happen to be in a situation where I'm trying something a little bit different, but definitely not a bad idea. Apollo over here with the 200 IQ play. We respect it. Respect. Just at 22. It's still recommended to not invest uncommons in the Kiravox and Kamari. It is morphed. I mean, the 20s, playing in the 20s is mostly, almost entirely about, in my opinion, is almost entirely about specialty ships. That doesn't mean nothing else matters, but it does mean that nothing else matters. Specialty ships are the name of the game in the 20s. And that doesn't mean that you can't focus on a couple of other things. You absolutely can. I mean, if you want to pick you up a Centurion, Saladin for some, etc., yeah, that's fine. Nobody's going to like call you an idiot for doing it. But there's not really any value in the commons. I mean, you can get for a couple levels, like a Kumari can be really strong, but honestly, the Vidar is significantly better. I mean, you can use the Voclus while your Franklin is really struggling in the early 20s for swarms. It makes sense. But generally, everything in the 20s is specialty ships. So, I'm disappointed that the game has become driven by events and players are now scared to do anything unless an event appears for it. Hey, agreed. Guess why? I don't do that. Yeah, I avoid that by not doing it. Does that mean that I get behind on something? Maybe. But yeah, I'm not going to let the game stress me out that much. Because as you said, I mean, it's a lot. It absolutely is. Absolutely is. I'm going to swap this real quick. For those curious, I have to go do some Voyager hunting. Specifically, I got to get Herodian relics. So I'm going to hope that we can find some of the freighters and just kind of go throughout my circle, but we'll see. Do you have predictions on the holiday season event store, especially for the 5-year anniversary? The 5-year anniversary will have several different things that Scopely is doing to celebrate. I can't tell y'all what those things are. They haven't shared the entire run with me, but they have shared some cool little pieces. But I cannot share what that is because Scopely logic. So we don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about upcoming good things. It's just not what we do around these parts. It's not part of the business model. Good to know the video of yours is still accurate for my close levels in. Yeah. Thanks, Morph. And again, you can always recommend that they come ask me directly. I still run into people who think that like they can't message me or I'm too big or something like that. Y'all gotta understand, I'm a very small content creator. I will try to answer everything that I can. In fact, today, as soon as I finish with this stream, I actually am going through my DMs because I've got about 30 since last night that I need to answer. And I will do that before I even go see my kids. So absolutely shoot me a message. Absolutely. Been playing the game near 4 years and have loved it for the most part. The game is way too much to do if you try to complete it all. I've made a second account and enjoy it much more than my main. Less is more. I agree, Danny. That's how I enjoy it. Now I realize I can't get everybody else to enjoy it the way that I enjoy it. But that's exactly where I am. And I enjoy the game more playing like that. But that's just how I am. That's how I am. You know, I just love this community. Speaking of birthdays, by the way, because the game's birthday is coming up. Not required, but optional. We will be doing a birthday stream October 6th. Literally on my birthday on Twitch. We're going to do a birthday stream. Everybody is welcome to come. You don't have to. It's, of course, not required. But if you want to come hang out, we're going to play Star Trek. I'm going to try to have Star Trek Infinite as a preview here for my birthday, which will be 1 week before it launches officially. Still got to hear back from the devs for Star Trek Infinite on that. But if you want to participate, it'll be on Twitch, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is what, -5 GMT on a Friday night. And if you want to get anything for the birthday party, optional, but there's an Amazon wish list. There's things, $10, $20, it doesn't matter. If you want to send something for the birthday, you can. If not, no big deal. I just want you to be there. I want to hang out with everybody. So if you got nothing to do on a Friday night, which you shouldn't because you're a bunch of Trekkies and there are no new episodes of Star Trek launching on a Friday night, you should come hang out. Spend time with us. It's going to be great. It's Scoba's birthday. So what do you do on someone's birthday? Give them money. Wow, Viper. No, don't do that. You don't have to. Just spend time with them. Quality time matters, man. Quality time matters. We like quality time. We absolutely do. Commissioned my Newton 22 hours ago and went from tier 1 to tier 6 in 5 minutes. Pretty much completed the Billups SMS. Well, Admiral Pegasus. I wish I could just like drop that and I had something saved, and I took advantage of that with my Coronar and my Pylum at different SMSs. But now I'm just sitting here like, man, I really don't want to go 47, but that's how I would get more opportunities. If I went 47, that's how I would get more opportunities. So I can't, I really am stuck on, I want to be the very best. I want to be like the Ash Ketchum of Star Trek Fleet Command for level 46s. I want to be the best 46s. Yeah, I know, Viper. I know. I'm going to try to swing by. It's also Lube's face reveal tonight. So, yeah, a lot of September, October birthdays in our Star Trek Fleet Command community. Pushed to 56 last SLB. Built a Sanctus this one. Wish I hadn't. Kind of bored. Found more joy. My level 39 account. That's how I am. And again, it's not to say there's a right or wrong there. I think you can enjoy this game at any level bracket. But I do think that there are certain difficulties that each bracket presents that is going to, push some people away. Hey, Metal, how are you doing? Gonna do all the sweet things of an Ops 49 player? Yeah, like stare at a massive wall of cost to get to 50, because the cost going from 49 to 50 is basically the cost going 41 to 48. It's crazy. It's crazy. I track it on my Spox Club. We actually were doing that on stream the other night, and I need to calculate it again. I had calculated what it would cost for me to take my Pylum to max, and I was like, yeah, that's why we don't do that. But for me to go to Operations 50 right now, let's see how I would do it this very moment. I am short. I'm still short 14,000 uncommon ore just for my ops building cost. Let me hit my requirements button. Operations here. I'll put this on the screen so y'all can see what I'm doing. That would probably be a good content creator thing to do, right? That'd probably be smart. All right, give me just a second. This is... All right, bam. All right. To do my operations, we're going to start at... I'm at 46, and we want to go to 50. Calcumetabolizing. In terms of everything that I need over here, is what I'm short on. I haven't double checked that it has all my research and stuff. It should, but I had it set down to level 30 because I was looking at another account. But if this is mine, which I believe it is, let me check. That should be. All right, so if this is mine, then I am still short 18,000 rare crystal. I am still short 84,000 uncommon crystal, 134,000 uncommon gas. Wow. Woof. I need to go double check that this has all my buildings. Yes, anyway, big wall, but if I knock it down to 49, I can basically go to 49 right now. So, big jump, 49 to 50. Recruit people use them for the basic Monaveen grind. Most people I've seen just throwing out like Pipe Moreau Cath / Pipe Moreau Talon. Covered this in my video, Steven. Check out the Pickle video if you haven't already. Strongly encourage you to check out my Pickle video. But the hostiles, even though they're explorers, they tend to have mostly kinetic shots. I think every hostile I've looked up for them has more kinetic shots than energy shots. So a lot of people have been looking at and utilizing a Access Talon crew. All right, let's go this way. It's got the Discovery today, but can't tear it up yet. Oh man, the Disco is a grind of all grinds. It's one of those grinds that is absolutely annoying. You hate doing it, but you'll appreciate that you've done it once you get it up there. But it is absolutely a drag to start and do. 100%. 100%. But it is still very useful, very meaningful in the game. And for the Pickle, you should go with the Janeway crew. Perma grind, basically. I mean, you can do that one. For me, I don't do that. Here's why, Zeron. The reason I don't do that with the Pickle is the Pickle is designed to be auto-grinded. So the Janeway crew is actually my primary hostile grinding crew for freebooters and stuff like that. So I don't want to put my primary grind crew on the Pickle. You are right that I could use full Janeway. And especially with those kinetics, the big ones hitting every other round. could actually be super valuable for me. But because this is made to be auto grinded, I actually don't use my pickle in that way. Just a thought. You know, you can just put on a generic anti-kinetic crew and let it auto grind, and then you're fine. So the full Synergy Strange New World crew is much more effective. That one would also be an effective crew. Again, I have both of those crews, but like my Strange New World crew is being constantly used for like board grinding. And speaking of, where is my Talios? Constantly using it for board grinding, getting the probes in. I mean, it's just all about what you're trying to grind and what you're trying to do, right? So you're trying for the 3,000 kills milestone on the normal Texas one. That's a lot, because sadly the auto grinding doesn't count for that particular field training mission. Those who are not familiar with what we're referring to, go into your refinery, or I'm sorry, your field training for the Pickle. You can see you got defeat automated shipyards and sentries right here. I've done 821 of those, but the Texas class supply ships are just the straight up ones flying around. You got to manually grind those bad boys and girls. That's a bit much for Rev. That one's going to take a while for me to complete. So, yeah. Let's see. Nothing in there. If I make it all the way to the 47s and I don't find anything, we'll just start grinding. Use Picard Beverly Con on the Pickle, and it lasts quite a long time. There you go. Again, the good thing about the game is it's evolved so much that there no longer is cookie cutter crews. There are going to be times where something works better for one player versus another. And I think that's a level of depth the game didn't used to have. I think that's a good thing that it has that, but it does make it a little bit more difficult to give advice, right? The full Synergy Strange New World crew is usually fantastic, especially if, like mine, the rares are maxed. You know, the Janeway crew is absolutely fantastic if you have all of them, right? And then tiers are going to matter there. And then the type of hostile is going to matter. So, yes, lots of things to be considered all at once. All right, wait, where is my physicist? Oh, are you out somewhere? All right, well, I guess I'll just do this real quick. Scientist, Strange New World Spock. Oof. What a compellingly bad loadout for me that one is. They moved the cookie cutter crews to PvP. Absolutely, Kata. We went years. We're having complex PvP crews where, I mean, you really had to think about what you're going out and doing, but everybody just used Pipe and Row Chin for hostiles, and now it's flipped. Now it's the literal opposite. Now we have cookie cutter PvP and very, very wide and ranging in depth. Dang it, where is she? I could just do mud, but I like having this one maxed out. All right, we'll have to swap, because I think it's Carol Burnham. Yeah, where's Carol Burnham? Speed up. Yep, we're going to speed that up. Sorry, y'all, I get distracted. Zeron, hey, if you have already gotten about half of those hostiles ground out, I just want to give you some props, man. Congrats. That is some hardcore grinding, and you deserve a little bit of love for that level of grind. Very nice. Very nice. Also, I actually got to send a picture of this. Sorry, we're actually working on another sheet. Myself and Jules are. So I actually need to shoot this to him because this actually spawned. We actually were, working on that. Anyway, answering more questions. 30 minutes until the Grand Prix SLB. Yeah, Rev didn't do any of the qualifiers, so Rev sucks. Sorry. Any idea when a recruit event, not ultras, might be coming up? What type of recruit event are you referring to? All right, why are there no hostiles in here? Oh, cool. It's an error. Okay, great. Let's see if we got any hostiles over here. All right, so that has hostiles. Just want to make sure I got to reboot the game. Okay, I'm just going to hope this system is broke. So, we'll hope. There's a meta crew for PvP. Yeah, there is. All right, so for whatever reason, this system's not loading for me, so we're going to move to the next one. Because, Scopely. Just a general ARC recruit event, not like the 6-hour, 12-hour ones. No idea, Mark. There's not one on the calendar. Only 12 people attempted the Rialto race on your server. I mean, I have no problem with the Rialto race, to be honest. I love the idea and the premise. I just, yeah. Yeah. Because it's blue? I don't think that's really a thing, Paula. I don't think that's really a thing, bud. I don't think that's a thing. All right, let's see. Hey, Hugo, good to see you, man. Welcome in. Hugo, another one of our math nerds. Hugo, one of our math nerds who's always pouring through. Hugo's weird. Hugo actually writes it out on paper and stuff. It's crazy. What a complete weirdo. But he's one of my favorite people. So, yay, if you're a weirdo, you're welcome here. We like weirdos here. It's actually kind of like a thing with this, with the channel. Kind of like a thing. All right, let's go in here. Okay, great. All right, we're gonna have to reboot this game because we are getting issues. What is this? Oh, yeah, we're getting a lot of graphic issues right now. Go over here. My last hope. You had 100 million Corvus killed by 10 mil Kelvin in 2 rounds. Freeman completely breaks PvP. Hey, sub, I told y'all it was gonna happen. I told everybody weeks before this art dropped, like, hey, this is gonna be a really rough month for balance and game. I told everybody that. So Scopely going to Scopely, right? They have a plan, and I hate their plans. I know exactly how their plans work. So we're just gonna have to ride it out. Blue is bad for the eyes. Blue light filters, man. Blue light filters. My phone has one. Gotta filter it on up. Some display issues creeping in the PC client after last update. Usually it's fine. It is. I mean, usually it's very stable. I don't almost ever have a problem with it. Sometimes things just happen. All right, we're going to get in here. And then I did actually increase my warp range for my Talios. So we'll start finally going after some of these biggers and go after those. All right, so I got this grinding auto. Here's that one. All right. And do we see a freighter? We do not. So I'm just going to go ahead and start smacking these 47s because I'm really low on Herogen relics while I answer all of y'all's questions. 23, we're in your final SLB in the EU. Everyone got decent rewards. I would say that if you have the time, the Rialto event pays out well. I have no real negatives to say about the Rialto event. I mean, I know that it can be really easy to trash talk a lot of what's happening in Star Trek Fleet Command, but I think the Rialto race is a great idea and has a lot of potential to be just a good, fun event that people do every month or two. So, does the Bajoran store still sell 4-star lucrative tokens after you hit Ops 51? I believe so, but let me double check. I can go look. Let's take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. All right, while that loads up, I'll double check. I'm pretty sure it does, but I will give you a confirm visual in just a second. Rialto race is fun unless you get lag in the middle and your ship gets stuck in travel. Well, I mean, lag is just a wonderful part of the game, right? I thought we all agreed that lag is part of the little charm that makes this game so great. You don't mind this month? As a free-to-play, I ignore the new content and just built up stockpiles of stuff. I would say that. I mean, it sucks to not be able to participate in content. That's one of the big issues this month. But the good thing is, this is a great month for players that are just trying to acquire materials. This is a very good month for players just trying to get loot. So this is all about what you enjoy and what you're, kind of looking forward to. Lag is a feature, not a bug. Exactly what Invanadia said. Exactly what they said. It is a feature, not a bug. All right, so just to confirm, though, my Bajoran store is still giving out lucrative 4-star, but you also have a G5 travel token as well. So we'll go ahead and hit all these buttons now since I'm staring at it. Do not do Rialto this time, but took second last time. Would y'all say, though, as a group that it's a good event for the game? Right? I'm not saying it's perfect. I think it needed tweaks after last time, but I would say that it was a good move for the game. I think it's a good event. And I think that more stuff like that should be done. Sub says it's not a bad event. All right, Captain Optimism. Captain Optimism in the chat over here. It's not a bad event. I wouldn't call it great. But I think it's good. Communication is still kind of a little bit of an issue with it, but yeah. Not fair for those with 2 Rialtos. Well, I mean, look, I realize that there are a handful of players with 2 Rialtos, but yeah, in those cases, that is cheesing the system. I won't deny that. You enjoy it, different and a laugh. There you go. That's a positive, right? Fun event, but needs to be at set times for the final. Give qualifiers a time. So how would you do the final though? Because that's actually a conversation I had with them about this event. You know, how do you change up and do the final, right? Because having it set at one time makes it very difficult for people to participate. But at the same time, is it really a final if you do multiple iterations? So I am curious what the solution for that part of the problem ends up being. Because I do agree that, you know, that's a little bit of a hiccup in the plan at the moment. Saw a guy with 5 Rialtos. That shouldn't be possible. The rewards were pants, but I'm still excited to take part. Really, Mesroll? You thought they were bad? I didn't think the rewards were that bad. For a quick little event, right? You know, it's not something you have to go grind 3,000 Texas hostiles, right? You get 1 final entry ticket and run several events. Yeah, but then all those people are not going head to head. So, again, I'm not arguing for or against. I'm saying that this is definitely something that has to get discussed and figured out. If you're a G5 player, rewards are not great. Well, keep in mind, Chad, that's intended. Like, G5 is not supposed to have anything that feels great right now. And that probably won't have any type of... I would say you got to wait till G6 before you can really get... Like right now in G4, it feels like you can make the mats and stuff relatively quickly. You're going to struggle on the ship parts, but the mats are coming. G5 is not going to have that feeling until G6 is here. So, but that's also kind of like one of the beds that being in G5 lays for you, right? What's up, Lulu? How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're having an amazing Sunday. Welcome in. We're answering questions, playing some Star Trek, and you know, trying to look decent while we do it. Plus the Monaveen researches. Oh, the new station researchers are there to make G5 less painful. Yeah, the new station tree is there to make it less painful. You still got to go through the process of, you know, advancing through the research tree. But I wouldn't argue that the Monaveen really helps. The Monaveen's okay. The researches are nice. But the Monaveen's refinery itself, you have to spend so much money for that to be helping out G5 right now. What's the red circle? That is it's trying to say that I'm under attack, but that's just the game bugging out because we're having visual glitches right now. Visual glitches. It's usually when the red circle pops up, it's you're under attack. You know, something's heading towards you. But this time, it's just a visual issue. To do a time trial system with checkpoints, event starts when you go to the first checkpoint and times you go in the system. Get to another point, then 10 times, etc. See, JF, that's actually part of the original race design that I came up with. But I think that's very difficult for them to try to code and do. It's very complex. And I think that's going to be part of the issue is not wanting to create such an entire system for that. Got to shower Shane Cower next stream. He spent like a heathen. Damn, he spent money and he missed out on free merch on Twitch last night because he won free merch but wasn't paying attention. He had to give it to somebody else. So not only did he miss out on something for free, he went and spent money at Scopely.com. Wow. Wow. What a dork. Haven't done a single Rialto race yet. The times thing make it hard to be able to do it. Yeah, I mean, I get that, Triax. It's difficult. But I think that there's not really a fix for that portion of it. I think it's just going to be difficult to pull that off just because of the timing, right? Have you become more positive about the arc or just letting it be? I mean, I said the arc was going to be bad in terms of content before it launched. I feel no differently. But I also said that I'm not going to I'm not quitting playing. I'm not going anywhere. I still enjoy the game. I'm just not going to be engaging in the new content. So I still feel that way, and I'm still, you know, same spot. It's not a great month for the content itself, the officers, the features, etc. But I still enjoy the game. And heck, we're talking about like the Rialto race event. Well, I'm not going to let, you know, the month not being a month that I really like prevent me from engaging in events I think are cool, right? So You spent 38 million points on 7-9, but the new officers and their sourcing have me sitting on the sidelines. Yep. I mean, because I have, Scopely did give me the battle pass this month, so I'll end up with Carol Freeman at the end of the month, and I can do a video of my own to show y'all how broken she is. Though technically you can have similar success with Billups and Ransom, just very more specific success where she just lines up anywhere. But yeah. I think it's a bad move for Scopely to ask CC to design a pay pack when player sentiment is so bad about the past couple of months being tailored to spenders. I mean, Viper, like I've said openly this month, that's why I turned them down. DJ wanted me and him to do a contest for who could design and sell the most packs, and I was like, absolutely not. I think that would just come across as me trying to make money for Scopely, and I wasn't interested in that. But yeah, I think this month is not the month I would personally want to try to do a pack design. But that's just me. That doesn't make somebody else doing it right or wrong. When can you use ship parts button? What level? Hero? I don't know what you're trying to ask. I don't know what you're trying to ask. You see, this month is new content, not for me, but plenty of other things to do. Exactly, Mark. I mean, we certainly can't argue that Scopely's not giving us stuff to do, because there is a butt ton of stuff to do. There is plenty to do. That should be a problem for anybody. There's absolutely plenty to do. So, Scopely should give you 10% commission to do something like that? Okay, just transparency. That has been discussed before, as in like a creator code where we got credit and we got some form of payment, but it ain't nowhere near 10%. I can't tell you what it is, but nowhere near. Absolutely not. No. Think significantly smaller. So, you did like the chin pack when you came over with it last year or whatever it was? Yeah, Nick. I enjoyed making that. I mean, my whole premise was it had to be a $20 pack because we always talk about needing lower price points. It had to be something that helped out, the majority of the player base. So I enjoyed that one. Yeah. Make a pack, make it free. Now, if I could do that, I would. Yeah, let me design the next oopsie chest, right? Let Rev design the oopsie chest. That's what I want to design. Let me do that one. Just give me a budget and let me actually give stuff out to people. Now that I'm down for. One pack, all the primes, $1. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll make you a deal, Scopely. If I can give out 10,000 Dolomite for $20, that's my pack. Right there. Gave it to you. 10,000 Dolomite, $20. Yeah. Oh, we are way behind on oopsie chest. Are we not always? 100,000 Dolomite for $9.95. You would just end up with too much Dolomite. You can't even do anything with that much. Jeez. How you doing, Ian? Good to see you. First year was Ops 35 forever. Lots of saving, and you hit Ops 42. Congrats. I think that's great. Congratulations. It's like a new game. I know. It really is. The 40s are different than the 30s, and the 30s are different than the 20s. That's kind of the good thing. And truthfully, the 50s are different than the 40s are, but I don't like that they're different. They're different and like seriously more expensive. But yeah, they are different there too. You can make a throw on a Dolomite and feel like a king. It's very true, Brett. You absolutely could. Absolutely could. What if you could actually decorate your station with the old currencies that you're not using? There you go, Scopely. Put those currencies to good use. Let me decorate my station like a Christmas tree. Designing aspects of the game for Scopely would remove any objectivity and credibility for any CC. That would do it. Giving them a commission would be exponentially worse. I guess it's a line that you have to kind of decide for yourself, Matt. Because objectively, content creators have to make a living and get paid, right? So if a game's willing to pay them and work for them, like in a sponsorship type setting, I don't necessarily think that makes them a shill. It depends on what they're doing, right? I'm going to partner with the Star Trek Infinite people, and I'm going to make content for them regardless, but they've already offered me sponsorship to promote their game. I was going to play the game regardless. But if you think I'm going to turn down something that can help pay my bills, you're crazy. So I don't think there's anything wrong if you come to a deal with Scopely and you do that. I don't think that's anything issue. As long as it's mutually beneficial and it's not like just killing the players, yeah, do it. Go for it. Any chance of Scopely maybe adding more preview eyes in the refinery and things? It's a great idea, Jonathan, and yes, they absolutely should. There is a mod for the PC client out that Ripper made, Ripper's mod, that will let you do that for the ones that do not have the little I button. But that is a great call out, be a good QOL update for the other parts that don't have it already. And hey, Draco, good to see you. People should get paid for their work. If they weren't getting paid, they'd be vastly more exploitive. Yeah, sure. I think as long as the CC is clear about the partnership commission, etc., that's okay with me. Yeah, and I always am pretty honest. Like, I'll tell you, I've told y'all what people have paid me. Like, I show people what I make on Twitch. I'm very transparent with mine. But anyway, that's something that everybody can decide for themselves. There's no right or wrong, I don't think. You know, if Scopely would pay me a lot of money, but it was also something I could agree to do for them, I would do it. I've told y'all that for years. I won't hide it. But there's some partnerships, even if I would make a little money, that I don't want to do. So everybody has to figure that out for themselves. There's no wrong answer there. Is there any value in getting a Faction 32 rare? I think so, Jason. I would get one and still get an epic. The main reason being is Solar Armadas. It'll make the Solar Armada grind a good bit easier to have one of those 32s as well as a 34. Ship parts, when can you use them? What level? So at 33, ship parts are everywhere. I mean, it's just, you only have common ship parts for the ships in the 30s. So, I mean, you're using them on every ship, though. So I guess everyone has this question. Are you asking about 4-star ship parts? 4-star ship parts would be level 39 is when you can start refining the commons, and 41 we can do the uncommons. But if you're gathering them now, like you're killing 4-star broken ship parts, you won't be able to do any type of refining for those until 39. Ultimately, no matter who does the packs, up to players to decide whether they buy it. The proposed ideas of having a sales contest with the winner getting an avatar is sketchy, though. Again, no right or wrong there. I just decided to do something different, as in I didn't want to do that. It's also why I chose not to go to LA, right? You know, there were a couple reasons, but the main reason is I just didn't want to go to LA on Scopely's dime when I don't feel like they're doing well with the players right now. That's just a personal decision I made. And that doesn't make somebody else doing it wrong. Absolutely not. I just didn't want to do that. I did not feel right doing that. Is there a crew for the Voyager out there that can destroy A472? There's several, Kevin. In fact, the one that I was just using, granted, the Voyager really is mostly relying on its, wrong button, relying on its abilities to take on the DQ hostiles. But I use this crew. You can also just use 5 Kang Gorkon. You can use 5 Kang Khan. I mean, there's several different runs you can do, just generic hostile runs. I do this one for the extra loot with the Doctor below decks, and then Neelix helping with the cost, as well as 5 of 11 giving me more loot too. But there are several different crews you can run, and it really will depend on what tier your Voyager is at. Because as the Voyager gets tiered up a little bit stronger, especially with the research, it can take on a lot more without really worrying as much about crews. Finally unlocked FC Spock with the Refinery Day. Woohoo. I have not. I would love that, but I am still 42 away. 42 away. Yeah. 42 away. I'm still a little bit of a ways away. I'm a little bit of a ways away, y'all. So, you can only play when you update your ship. Until then, nothing to do with wait and wait. Hero, I'm assuming English is not your first language, so I apologize for not really understanding what you're asking, but I have no idea what you're asking. So, how does the level 40 commander thing in FC work? Can both be active at the same time? So if you have a level 40 building, then you can have 2 active fleet commanders. How about find out where your subspace relays went? Random. What do you think of the FC Prime? I'm not getting it. Didn't have Voyager crew then, so this was next best for you. Running 5-7 Gorkite. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all, Ian. If you don't have Neelix and you're not trying to reach out, push with Grush and stuff, that's a completely legitimate crew. But yeah, I'm not nowhere near Command Center 40 yet. My Command Center is sitting at 35. That's going to still be a while before I get to 40. But once you get to 40, you can actually have 2 fleet commanders active at any given time. You gotta get all the way down here to 40. Then you can run 2. So, Does that make Rev the winner of the horrible RNG competition? Yes, I am doing fantastic in the horrible RNG competition. In fact, if anybody would like to come after my title, I welcome you. Please take it. I hate it. And yeah, it's just a wonderful day in Rev's neighborhood. Wonderful day in Rev's neighborhood. Because it slows down a lot. And I don't need it to be any slower than it is, my RNG. All right, let's check. Can I do a scout? Not there. Ah, I can do a scout here. Yes. And what about here? No. Okay. Hey, minutes until race time. Very nice, Brett. Are you going to be participating / winning? What's our goal here? What's your record so far? What's your record so far? I don't think, have I done 3? Oh, okay. I'm waiting on, this is the 3rd one. This should finish my dailies for y'all. Also, hey, it's Sunday and I just forgot. So I'm reminding y'all, anomalous phenomenon. If you've not done your anomalous phenomenon, you need to take your very cute self out into that space. Go do it now before you forget. Before you forget, go do it. Do you visit the token system with Voyager to get the messages? No, I do not. I do not, Viper. I don't know. I use my Voyager juice is used exclusively on summoning for biotoxins. I don't use it for the messages, nor do I use it to find bases. I only use it like very exclusively. It's just a special club I'm in. Only for getting more biotoxins. That's all I do. I'm just pushing that up. Just your free key. My free key to what? My ticket to paradise? I've got 3 tickets to paradise. All right. What crew would you say I use on the Pickle for FKR hostile grinding? Janeway as captain. Full synergy if you got Janeway as captain. Full synergization. Full synergization. All right. Thanks for the AP reminder. Get to take your newly maxed disco. Oh, dude. Are you 40 plus yet? Because if you go 40 plus, well, I hope you know what happens. You start getting the speed ups from heaven itself. Speed ups from heaven itself. All right, I'm going to over here. And away we go. And start repairing that one. All right. Okay. I did all the queue events, but we killed at the time, so I need better ships. I need better ship to kill more in the queue. Okay, so you're talking about trying to do your queues trial. Okay, yeah. As far as ship parts, if you're low on ship parts, you can use Latinum at your level 33. You can use Latinum at your level to get the ship parts that you need so that you can upgrade your ship. We're going to do your disco event. Hey, I tend to forget sometimes why I ask y'all to remind me, and I actually have one person, I really appreciate him. He'll message me every Thursday on the on my Facebook account and say, hey, don't forget to, clock in to Apex. And I appreciate the heck that they do that. I appreciate people who message me. And I honestly, if you are out there and listening right now, even if it takes me 2 days to respond, I love people who bug me. You can irritate me. Shoot me messages. Ask me how the weather is. Tell me about your dog. So. Is your Rialto's ready, everybody? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Get your Rialtos ready to go. All right, let's get in here. And I'm going to start smacking these 29s. And then I probably need to do solos. I need to do Pickle solos. I know I need to do Pickle solos. Tim, good to see you as well. How are you doing? How are you doing, Timothy? Tim. I am currently doing my anomalous phenomenon, which I tend to forget. I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to be better. I want to be like y'all. The Daily Way Scope reminds you of their web store. Oh, that key. No, I've not picked up that key today. I've not picked up that key today. I tend to forget this thing more often than I don't. Store. All right, let's go down to web gifts. Mission key. There you go. I've now claimed my mission key. Thank you. I did not think about it. I appreciate you. See, this is why we have an amazing community. Because this game has so much to do. If there wasn't somebody in the community reminding you, you would absolutely forget. I didn't even realize that another one of these had started. I completely forgot. I had completely forgot. So thank you for that. How can you get Ransom? The only way to get Ransom right now, Lance, would be for you to finish the heroic SMS. The only way to get the last half of Ransom would be to hit this top milestone. Since you already have half of him, you hit this top milestone, you'll unlock Ransom. That's what you would have to do. So, here you go. Is it a Rialto event for us players? Just check my events and nothing there. I mean, they just announced it, when the leaderboard was on Discord and everything. Why don't they just announce it? They did announce it. Hoping a path to these new officers will be announced sometime before the end of the year. Good luck, Tim. These are PvP officers. These are primo officers. These are... Good luck. To get Ransom might be easier to actually kidnap someone. Wow. Viper. Harsh but accurate. I'm 4 shards from 7 and she's not in the treasury. Any idea when we'll see her? The plan was, Edward, to add her at some point to the artifact redeem that the Voyager crew has. So 584 days to take ops to 50. Yeah, but I mean, you get so many speed ups. It's not really that long, right? It's not really that long. All right, collect. How much more I got at this? Thought you laughed, but I'm just saying, Tim, we still don't have all the strike teams sourced out to the free to play. We've already reset the PvP meta. Yeah, I have no high hopes. I've got low hopes. I've got low hopes. All right, I finished my anomalous phenomenon. Oh gosh, you're 7 short on Ransom. I'm considering just buying the pack because it'd be easier and cheaper than the top milestone. BJ, this is what they want. Don't give them what they want, BJ. You're stronger than this. I believe in you. You're stronger than this. Reminder, by the way, we're talking calendar. Set this on your calendar. Birthday party. Rev, me, you, community. October 6th, come hang out with me. It's going to be my birthday. I'm excited. Come on over. Love y'all. We'll do Star Trek. We might do multiple Star Treks. We'll see. It's going to be a party. You have free-to-play PvP officers. You just have to wait for incursions to get some. Same for Manus. JF. Stop. You know how many years it takes to unlock the PvP officers through incursions? No, sorry. You better hope that they throw them into the treasury more and you got a free treasury laying around. Like the one right now. Or I hope you can just throw 20 into this real quick. Yeah. We need one button to claim all red tabs. Takes 15 minutes to do just that. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But no, I don't want to always be able to claim my stuff. Like, I don't always want to claim it. Or sometimes I don't want to do that. Sometimes I like to leave stuff sitting. Maybe I'm weird there, but there's times where I actually slow down that process. All right, so I need to wait for that one. Let's see, station. We do have an event going on right now, so there's something I can just throw. There we go. We'll throw some stuff into that. There we go. That should take me to the next. Oh no, how short am I? 500,000. Yeah, because I can get here. I could do this, I think. I'd have to push really hard. You think the new PvP officer is basically the final nail in the incursions coffin? Nah. I mean, we'll have to see how many people actually end up with them, but I don't think it'll honestly change that. I don't. 2 days respond and get responses 4-6 weeks later. Not for me. That did happen once. So I try. I do my best. Honestly, the more people that message me, the more I get pulled to my messages to answer messages. My problem is that then I'll just spend the entire day answering messages. So it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword. Yeah. Sucks to be ref. A new PvP are going to be Tal 2.0. Tal doesn't really... I mean, he does work in PvP, but not well. Not well. Let me swap this back, because we will have to go do Talios in a bit. But I can't upgrade anymore besides the level. And yo, Charles, thank you so much for the love. I appreciate that. Y'all want to donate, you don't have to, but there are a couple ways you can do it because Charles did it, so we might as well give y'all other ways. But there's PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, or if you want to go crazy, my birthday coming up in 3 weeks. If y'all want to send a present, there's the Amazon wish list. It's not required, but if you want to send something, send me something off the Amazon wish list. That way we can open it up together and we can talk about how amazingly generous you are. So, with your understanding of future plans, are the 56 rares still worth getting? I do believe so, Tim. Yes. I have gone that route on another account. I do not regret it. And I do think that when it comes to grinding in 6-star, the 5-star rares will return to being the meta as we currently have the 4-star rares being that. I think that'll be the same path going forward. So, Murdo, good to see you. Just saw Lulu earlier. So, good to see you. Not enough people will have new officers to make a massive difference in the next incursion, but those who have them will likely slay. You are very right, Ian. You open a few chicken eggs for my birthday? Oh, Theo, thank you. What will we do without you, Theo? What will we do without you? Voyager. Oh, I did pull that. Okay, I did. So, I do this tomorrow. I do these two tomorrow night, which, by the way, tomorrow night's stream, I might start a little bit early because I have the football game. So I'm going to have both of those duties. So it's going to be a very busy night for me tomorrow night. I got my podcast, I got the Saints game, and we'll have a stream, but we'll see if I can fit it in. Missed the finals again, but without FC Kirk, I can never be in the top 5 for that event. I will say, when it comes to the Rialto race, he is extremely useful and beneficial because of this right there. You see, I've got mine at 14 out of 15. Give me a 33 flat increase to my impulse. And then when I combine that with my speed crew, which is going to be Huron, Claw, the Strange New World, Una. Zoomy, zoomy. Do I go? Zoomy, zoomy. Fly, fly, fly. That's my poetry for the day. Yep. How you doing, Pierre? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, we are roughly mostly done. I got to do my other accounts grinds today, but mostly we've done the grinds that we need to do today. I'm going to continue to let the Gilded Pickle kind of grind out. And what else do we need? I need to do formation armadas. I don't know how many y'all are out there doing them, but I am still trying to do my pulls as much as I can. Speaking of, what have I unlocked today? All right, so I've got these actually. Wow. Oh, this is from the battle pass. I didn't think about that. Okay. So, yeah, ignoring the fact that another artifact event, don't care. Rev would rather have artifacts now because Rev is greedy. So judge away at what I'm doing. I don't care. Go Cowboys. Well, we can't be friends. Can't be friends and root for the Cowboys. Disgusting. Disgusting. And yeah, Pierre, I do follow the Pelicans. Absolutely. All they have to do to negate the 2 Rialto problems is only have ships with Cadet Scotty aboard count. But not everybody's going to use Cadet Scotty. Why would you make everybody use Cadet Scotty? Just because you expect most people to have them? Which, honestly, that's a fair expectation. It's not a bad expectation. All right, see that? Wow, all that didn't unlock anything? Really? All that? I didn't unlock nothing. Well, that stinks. Okay, well, I can't do this pull for 2 days. And then in 5 hours, I need to go get more stuff to do this pull. So most people don't get Cadet Scotty until probably the mid-teens now. I would have to go back and look. Actually, I don't know if y'all saw the Silvus chart that we use for sourcing officers. I'm pretty sure that doesn't get added in the chest until level 15. So, look how they source Lorca. You had to buy packs for the longest time. Well, even now, Lorca's not incredibly well sourced, in my opinion, because his sourcing, like if you ever see him in my disco sourcing, that's because I have the Section 31 skin. So, actually, I don't think that Lorca even now has great sourcing. Okay, that's what I had before. Cool. And then I got a Barkley shard because my brain just went, what the heck? Yeah. You're not that kind of Cowboys fan, so maybe I can earn our friendship. Maybe, Tim. Maybe. I honestly, it's whatever with the Cowboys fans. I just don't like Jerry Jones. That's all that is for me. I just don't like Jerry Jones. So that's all that is. How can we source the Fleet Commander officers? The only ones that are currently sourceable are Fleet Commander Kirk and Fleet Commander Spock through the daily pull. I went to the wrong tab. There's too many tabs in the game. Through the daily pull through your building resources tab right over here. But they do also put the Fleet Commanders in event stores that you can use currencies that you earn in game to get after. But the only ones that have daily drip sourcing are Fleet Commander Spock and Admiral Kirk. You pulled a full pull on your Lorca yesterday? Wow, congratulations. Lorca's also in the G4 Armada chest, which that reminds me, I actually need to go do these. I am short on those, so we actually need to go do that now. So let me go grab this. We'll send you out. I'm gonna go to Cardassian space. Let's do a 45 and hope everybody shows up. Iron Fister, etc. people, I better come show up. These things are expensive to just run. Just unlocked sports engagement pendant. Very nice, Mark. Congrats. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. I'm gonna grab a couple more, but we are going to get to wrap up time, y'all. And I might even, we'll see. I don't know if I'll be live later or not, but I will be active in the Discord. If y'all haven't already, you need to join it. Join Lay Discord. But yeah, I really want to hear from all y'all. Incursion source all FC for free. I hate to call things like that sourcing, Paula. I hate to call it sourcing just because it's so difficult to even get the currency needed to spend. What ops level do you think they add more officers to the Ultra Troops? Again, 30 plus. Rahad, 30 plus. So, internet worked pretty okay. Right now, my Comcast has gotten better from earlier. So that's why we went all the way to an hour past. So, more of a tease than real sourcing. That's how I feel, Brett. Keep in mind that I come from servers that typically are losing. So the amount of currency that we get is extremely low. And I guess that, you know, that experience won't be the same for everybody. That's how it is for a lot of my players that I play with on multiple servers. They're not winning, so they're not really getting to source a lot of that stuff. And, you know, being a little behind. I mean, there are plenty of people who are past me in Subspace Relay as a building. Mine's only level 23. We've gotten 2 full pulls of Cisco in the Elite Loot Exchange recently. Well, you suck, and I am very happy for you, Scott. You suck a lot. I have Cisco ready to go to tier 4. So that's cool, but it is expensive to do that. But yeah, congratulations. Let's get more. Yeah, servers that win get a significantly more currency and the ability to unlock than servers who lose. So, okay, what was I going to click on? Not that. Heroic, I'm working on, I mean, I need to finish that. I don't have that. And the ticket event, let's see. All right, so I need to mine ore. And I do have level up promote officers. All right, so I actually do need to take Cisco up. I do need to take Cisco up when he gets back. Okay. Cool. Now we know. You're on the US server. Won't see incursion anytime soon. Or the new one. Nice, Spartan. Yeah, I'm still trying to get that for some servers, but yeah. Incursions is a mix, right? Some people love it, some people hate it. Some people love it, some people hate it. Winning isn't that much better. I mean, it's better. And typically, if you're on a winning side, you're also probably going to do better in the leaderboards. So, but either way, I don't think the sourcing is good. Like, I'm not bragging about the sourcing. I don't think the sourcing is good. Oh, shipyards. That's what I need to do. I need to do Pickle shipyards. Pickle yards. What's up, Kana? How you doing? Good to see you, Kana. Absolutely good to see you. You want to unlock the warp building? The warp building. Are you talking about unlocking the deep space highways for Voyager? Took 11th at the Grand Prix. Congrats, TJ. Congratulations. I took last because I didn't participate. So I lost. I lost. Great day to be me. It's a great day to be me. I'm sorry, y'all. If y'all aren't used to it, I'm a little bit goofier than most, but I still love y'all. All right. So what we're going to go ahead and do, y'all, I'm going to wrap up. I do want to encourage y'all, hit me up on Facebook and Discord. If you haven't already, come hit me up. I want to hear from you. I'm going to be hitting up Scopely tomorrow morning about some of the changes and fixes I think we need them to do. But I'm going to go get ready for the rest of the day. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. God bless. Live long and plunder. Deuces. Catch you on the next one. And I'm out.
An even better outro than the intro. For the empire and glory to your house.